Hello friends, welcome back. So in this video I am going to deal vector integration. Okay, so in vector integration there are six important concepts: line integral, surface integral, volume integral, and the theorems: Green's theorem, Stokes theorem, and Gauss divergence theorem. Okay, here the transformation between line integral and surface integral we are going to study by Green's and Stokes theorem, and the transformation between surface integral and volume integral we are learning by Gauss divergence theorem. Okay, so therefore if you understand well the line integral concept, so easily you can able to solve the problems related to Green's and Stokes theorems. Okay, so let's see quickly what are the definitions of line integration, surface integration, and volume integration. See, line integral definition: the line integral of vector point function f x y z over the curve C from points A to B is defined as integral of f dot dr. So integral f dot dr is the notation of line integral. Here it contains f refers vector point function, and it contains dr. What is r? R is position vector. Okay, you can see here f we can write in this format: f1i plus f2j plus f3k, and r is position vector, and its definition is r equals to xi plus yj plus zk. So then its dr corresponding value is dxi plus dyj plus dzk, and the resultant product of the integral along the curve C is integral f dot dr equals to integral of f1 dx plus f2 dy plus f3 dz is the definition of line integral. Okay, then in other words, any integral which is to be evaluated along the line or curve is called line integral. So means here you just need to remember the notation f dot dr. Integral f dot dr refers line integral. So you are integrating line by line. That is the meaning. Okay. Then surface integral. Let S be the surface of finite area and f of xyz is defined over S. Then integral f dot n ds. So integral f dot n ds is the notation of surface integral. So it is the dot product of f and n. So f is again vector point function, and s denotes the unit normal vector, and ds is part of the surface. Okay, here in other words, any integral which is to be evaluated over the surface S is called surface integral. Then in surface integral, usually we can see three cases. Okay, while solving problems, if you take a projection on xy plane, then you need to use this formula to evaluate f dot nds. Okay, so usually in problems, while solving problems related to surface integral, they will mention the projection. Otherwise you need to consider your own. Okay, if you choose xy projection, okay, projection on xy plane, then to find surface integral, we are using the formula double integral of f dot n divided by modulus of n dot k into dy dx. Okay, suppose if you choose projection on yz plane, then your formula, surface integral formula, becomes double integral of f dot n divided by modulus of n dot I dy dz. Then if you take projection on xz plane, then to find f dot n ds, your formula is double integral of f dot n divided by n dot j into dx dz. Okay, and here to find n value, unit normal vector, you are using this definition. Okay, so n is calculated by del phi by modulus of del phi. Del phi refers gradient of a function. Next, volume integral. Let V be the volume bounded by the surface S, and f equals to f1i plus f2j plus f3k be the vector point function. Okay, and dv equals to dx dy dz. Then the volume integral notation: integral f dot dv, and it is defined as I into triple integral of f1 dx dy dz plus j into triple integral of f2 dx dy dz and plus k into triple integral of f3 dx dy dz. Okay, this is triple integral definition. Okay, triple integral means volume integral. Then quickly let us revise the notation of all these three integrals. The line integral is denoted by f dot dr. Okay, f is the given vector point function, r is the position vector, and surface integral notation f dot n. F is vector point function, n is unit normal vector, and volume integral is f dot dv. Okay, then let's see quickly the problems. So find the circulation of f equals to 2x minus y plus 2z into I plus x plus y minus z into j plus 3x minus 2y minus 5z into k along the circle x square plus y square equals to 4 in xy plane. See here, usually the problems related to line integral, they are asking in this way. Okay, that is find the circulation. Find the circulation means the problems are related to the line integral, or they may also ask find the work done by the force. So work done by the force means it is also related to line integral, or directly they may ask evaluate f dot dr. So f dot dr means it is line integral. Okay, let's see this problem. Circulation, they are given a vector point function along the circle. So they are given circle equation x square plus y square equals to 4 in xy plane. Okay, so in xy plane means we can understand the circle is in xy plane, therefore along z axis z value will be 0. Okay, so z value will be 0 on xy plane. Okay, then here the given expression, that is given vector point function, contains three variables x, y, z. Here our task is to find f dot dr, that is line integral. F dot dr means to integrate we need a single variable. So therefore with the help of the equation of circle we are converting the variables x and y in terms of single variable theta. That is the concept here. Okay, because obviously they are given circle in xy plane means z value is 0. So then in the given function vector point function you are making z and dz 0. Then the remaining variables are x and y. So with the help of parametric equations of circle, okay, you are converting x and y's in terms of theta. Then you are going for integration. Okay, so then here what are the parametric equation of circle? X equals to r cos theta, y equals to r sin theta are the parametric equations. So let us see the solution here. So f is the given vector point function. Okay, you take it as equation 1. Then use the line integral definition, that is f dot dr equals to integral f1 dx plus f2 dy plus f3 dz. So therefore let's find f dot dr equals to, this is the given function f dot dr means position vector definition, dxi plus dyj plus dzk. You take dot product between f and r. So therefore you are getting f dot dr equals to 2x minus y plus 2z into dx plus x plus y minus z into dy plus 3x minus 2y minus 5z into dz. You take integral sign on both sides, then you take it as equation 3. Then we know that the circle they are considering in xy plane, therefore your z value is 0 and dz is 0. You put z and dz 0 in equation 3. So in equation 3 wherever z and dz is present you make it 0. Then you are getting the equation in terms of x and y. So this is your equation 4. Okay, then so they are given equation of circle. Okay, so that is x square plus y square equals to 4. So let's convert here. So we know the parametric equations, x equals to r cos theta, y equals to r sin theta. So then use x and y in equation 5. Therefore r square cos square theta plus r square sin square theta equals to 4. So it gives r value 2. Okay, use this r value 2 in equation 6. Therefore you can write x equals to 2 cos theta, y equals to 2 sin theta. This is your equation 7. Now differentiate equation 7 with respect to theta, then it gives dx by d theta equals to minus 2 sin theta and dy by d theta equals to 2 cos theta. Okay, then if you take expression for dx and dy, dx equals to minus 2 sin theta d theta and dy equals to 2 cos theta d theta. Then in equation 4, because equation 4 you got in terms of x and y symbol, right? So wherever x is there, you place 2 cos theta in place of y, 2 sin theta. Then in place of dx you are using minus 2 sin theta d theta, in place of dy 2 cos theta d theta. Okay, then your equation 4 reduces to, okay, this is your equation 4. So replace x, y and dx dy values. Therefore you are getting entire x and y's converted in terms of theta, right? So then you combine all the theta terms and simplify it. Okay, so if you simplify, finally you are getting in simplified format, that is 4 into integral 0 to 2 pi 1 minus 1 by 2 sin 2 theta d theta. So your x and y converted into single variable theta. Then you are chosen here limit 0 to 2 pi. Why? Because the given curve is denoting the circle. Okay, circle means what is the variation of theta? Angle 0 to 360 degree. So the 0 to 360 means we can consider the limit 0 to 2 pi. Okay, so that is the reason why we are chosen here 0 to 2 pi. So therefore integrate with respect to theta and use the limit, upper limit 2 pi and the lower limit 0. Okay, then if you simplify, your line integral value is 8 pi. Okay, so go to the next problem, second one. Evaluate the line integral. So this is the given function where c is the square formed by the lines x equals to plus or minus 1 and y equals to plus or minus 1. So it is better whenever they are giving problems, you just try to identify the diagram, whether they are giving triangle or circle or square or parallelogram, like that. Okay, on the basis of diagram it is easy to evaluate the line integrals and surface integrals. Okay, so here in the given data they mentioned square. Okay, therefore you need to construct a square with the help of the given points. So let's write x and y axis. Okay, x and y axis, then by taking this central point, so on the basis of this origin you draw a square. Okay, and mark the points a, b, c, d. Square contains four points. Okay, a, b, c, d. Then you point out the corresponding coordinates, that is point A. So point A come in third coordinate. Okay, so third quadrant means here the point is x value minus 1, y value minus 1. Similarly in fourth quadrant at point B, your x value is 1, y value minus 1. And in first quadrant C, point C, your x value 1, y value 1. And in second quadrant at point D, your x value minus 1 and y value 1. So using the given data, we are constructed this diagram. And here on line AB, because this square contains 4 lines, AB is one line, BC is one line, CD is one line, and DA is one line. Okay, we need to integrate line by line. So why the name is called line integral. Okay, so while integrating the line AB along the line AB, so here y value you are choosing minus 1. Okay, while integrating along the line BC, you are choosing x value 1. And here one more integration, while integration the line AB and BC, CD and DA, we are choosing anti-clockwise direction. So means we are doing integration, line integration along anti-clockwise direction. Okay, let's see here. Let's use f dot dr. Okay, f dot dr means if you write here the given function as it is. Okay, so f dot dr means this is the given expression. Then you are breaking this integral into 4 parts, because your square contains 4 parts. Along line integral AB along line integral BC, along line integral CD and AD. Okay, so then first let us integrate the line segment AB. Okay, on line, while integrating the line segment AB, so AB is horizontal line, so you choose x limits and y value is -1. While integrating line BC, you need to choose y limits and x value is 1. While integrating CD, you need to choose again x limits and y value will be 1. While integrating the vertical line DA, you need to use y limits and x value -1. Okay, then first we are integrating the line AB. So here x value starting value is -1 and x ending value is 1. So therefore x limits are from -1 to 1 and y value is -1. So same thing we are writing y value -1, therefore dy 0, and x limits are from -1 to 1. Okay, so let's integrate this. You choose the x limit -1 to 1 dx into dy. So here from this above sentence we can understand y value is -1, dy is 0. You substitute in place of y and dy. So therefore your expression reduces to x square plus x into -1. So if you simplify, x square minus x into dx. Now you integrate with respect to x and use the limit 1 and -1. Therefore your line integral AB value is 2/3. In the same way you go for line segment BC. So line segment BC is your vertical line. Vertical line means you need to choose y limits, that is y starting limit along BC is -1 to 1 and your x value is 1, therefore dx value 0. Use this in the given expression. Okay, so you make it dx 0 and in place of x 1, and y limits you choose from -1 to 1. Therefore if you simplify, you are getting 1 plus y square into dy. Then integrate with respect to y and use the limit 1 and -1. Therefore here along line integral BC your value is 8/3. In the same way you integrate the line CD. Okay, for this CD is horizontal line, therefore use the x limits, then y value is 1, dy 0. Then in the same way like previous procedure, you use and evaluate the line f dot dr along CD. Its value is 2/3. In the same way you evaluate the vertical line AD by choosing y limits, then your value will be 8/3. Then you combine all these. Okay, along line integral AB your value is 2/3, along BC 8/3, along CD 2/3, along AD 8/3. If you combine this, your total line integral value for the given data is 20/3. Okay, in the same way you please try to understand this problem. Third one, find the work done by the force. So work done by the force means line integral problem. They are given vector point function where the particle moves from 0 0 0 to 1 1 1 along the curve. Here 0 0 0 to 1 1 1 means it is a three-dimensional plane. So three-dimensional plane, x value, x starting value 0 and ending value 1, y starting value 0 and 1, z starting value 0 and 1. Means in normal you can consider the limit 0 to 1. Okay, so because 0 0 0 is representing the origin, and along x direction it is moving up to length 1, along y direction length 1, along z direction length 1. Therefore in general you are taking the limit from 0 to 1. Okay, then let's revise quickly. This is the given vector point function. You write in the format of f dot dr. Okay, then they are given curves, three curves they are given: x equals to 2t square, y equals to t, and z equals to t cube. Here in this example you are reducing x, y, z variable, three variables into single variable t. So for that you are using these curves. So the given curves you differentiate with respect to t and take the expression for dx, dy, dz. So use these in equation 1. So therefore your x, y, z converts into single variable t. So simplify. Okay, if you simplify, you are getting this expression. Then go for integration with respect to t. So limits you are choosing 0 to 1. Why? The reason I just explained. So okay, by taking limit 0 to 1, you integrate and find its value. Okay, here for this problem, the line integral value is 288 by 35. So similarly, you please try to understand remaining problems. Okay, thank you.